Welcome back to Top 5 and 5. Here's one of the top 5 stories that we will cover today. Michelle Obama claims that she did not like Barack Obama for 10 years of their marriage. Barack Obama responds. Before we get into these interviews, I have 2 questions for the married people. Each marriage goes through at least one good rough patch. How long in your marriage did your tough period last? How did you overcome the rough patch? Share your wisdom in the comments so that it can help others who are going through.
We had your wife Michelle on the show, and she had mentioned that for about 10 years of the marriage, she really didn't like you.
Oh, man.
So asking for a friend, how do you get back in good graces?
Let me just say this.
Barack Obama reacting to wife Michelle's past feelings about their marriage and admits the role he played in her frustrations.
She is a little more forgiving of all my flaws.
It all went down during an interview with CBS Morning's co-host, Nate Burleson. Nate goes on to bring up this moment last year when Michelle gets real about their 30-year marriage on Revolt TV.
People think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband. You know?
do say that. You say
10 long
10
years. And guess when it happened? When those kids were little.
Barack responds by giving his take on how they moved on from that rough patch.
Let me just say this. It sure helps to be out of the White House. And to have a little more time with her.
Right.
You know, what also helps, though, about children. And
Yeah.
I don't know about your spouse, Michelle, when our girls were growing up, that was priority number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Of course.
Barack and I, we spend most weekends, we're staring at each other because somebody's at a basketball game, somebody's at a dance, somebody's sleeping over. We're the last people our kids want to be with. So I think they're conditioning us for that empty nest syndrome.
Well, now that Sasha and Malia are out of the house, the former president shares what he's realized in hindsight.
I did not fully appreciate, I think, as engaged of a father as I was, the degree of stress and tension for her, knowing that not just me and Michelle were under scrutiny and in this strange environment, but that we were raising our daughters,
Of course.
in a kind of situation that just wasn't normal.
Adding that now, Michelle's more forgiving of his flaws.
You know, what she's told me is, you know, looking back, you did okay as a dad.
Yeah.
And if I pass that test, then she'll forgive me most of my other foibles.
Yeah, and despite it all, the world truly knows how Michelle feels about her man, Barack.
Marriage isn't 50-50.
Yeah.
Ever. There are times I'm 70, he's 30. There are times he's 60, 40. But guess what? 10 years, we've been married 30.
Wow.
I would take 10 bad years over 30. It's just how you look at it.
He's a stylish man who is healthy, and he's smart, and he's passionate, and he's inspiring, and who wouldn't fall in love with that, you know? It's okay.
And that's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you think about this story. Also, don't forget to leave a comment to let us know how did you come out of your rough patch and how long was that rough patch. Thanks and see